These beachgoers are likely to be swimming near sharks without even realizing it. A new study has found that sharks are swimming closer to crowded beaches than we previously thought. Experts at the University of Miami tracked the ocean predator's movements off the coast of the city. Neil Hammerschlag is the lead study author.
What we were trying to do is track these sharks to see if they would be avoiding areas really close to the city that were polluted, lots of boat traffic, lots of, human disturbance. We really thought they would because studies of like big land predators have found that, wolves and bears tend to avoid being around big cities. And that's not what we found at all with the sharks. In fact, we found the sharks spending quite a lot of time close to what we called like urban areas, really close to the metropolis of Miami.
The sharks were monitored for several years using a technique called passive acoustic telemetry. Three different species of shark, the bull shark, nurse, and great hammerhead shark, were tagged with small transmitters that emit ultrasonic sounds. Researchers then placed listening stations underwater to collect data.
And when a shark swims within a few hundred feet of one of those listening stations, it can detect that transmitter, it hears it, and it will record that ID, that shark swam by that location. So it logs the date and time.
Hammerschlag says the findings shouldn't be cause for alarm for swimmers.
These sharks were cruising up and down the coastline in areas that, there are people that bathe in the ocean. And I think, although this might make you a bit nervous, to me, it just proves the point that sharks, really don't want to bite people. And that, in fact, sharks really tolerate people and tend to avoid them.
He also says it's unclear why sharks aren't repelled by cities, given their high levels of noise, light, and air pollution. Knowing that sharks may be lingering near shore, Hammerschlag advises beachgoers to avoid swimming when there's low visibility. But, given the rarity of shark attacks, his main concern is for the sharks themselves, who face threats from fishermen and polluted shorelines.
By spending time in waters off Miami or other big cities that are, highly polluted by chemical pollution or light pollution or noise pollution, that could have negative consequences for their health. Also, close to shore, there's a lot of fishing, not only fishing for shark food, which makes, also less food for sharks, but a lot of fishing for sharks themselves by anglers. So I would probably say is this news is probably worse for the sharks than it is for us humans.